Hey, Alan Noble here, and thank you for joining me on this short video. We're exploring how to choose a network marketing business opportunity, how to evaluate a network marketing company. And I talked in the overview about the 5 Ps, the product, the people, the plan, the positioning, and your partners. And we did a separate video digging into the product. I then did a video digging into the company, and I realized that I was saying so much about it that really we had to divide that video into 2. So this is part 2 of how to evaluate a network marketing business, the company. So in part A of this, I talked about legacy, the importance of legacy, of finding a company that intends to stay in business for a very, very long time and isn't just playing the fast growth popularity contest game that is all too common in network marketing. But there's another really important part, and that's what I want to talk about here in part 2. And that's the ethics, the integrity, the principles. Tyler Norton talks about principles being concentrated truths. They don't just vary depending on the circumstances, the time of day, or how you're feeling. They're concentrated truths. And you want to find a company that is truly based on a solid set of principles. That's the foundation. It's like building the house on rock and not sand. I think we're all familiar with that story. With ASEA, it's very easy. I've done many PowerPoints in my day. And I've done hundreds and hundreds of PowerPoints, and it's very easy for me to type a company based in integrity and principles. Very easy to type that in a PowerPoint. It's different to be able to actually look back and see, are there clues? Are there clues that this is a company that actually walks their talk? And I think what excites me so much about ASEA, the company, who ASEA is that we have the Genesis story. We call it the Genesis story of how ASEA got started. And if you haven't had a chance to watch the Genesis video, I would certainly encourage you to do that. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. But let me give you the short version of it here. The founders of ASEA, Vertus Norton and his son Tyler Norton, they bought this technology, which we now call ASEA, but they bought this technology from a struggling biotech company. That company really didn't know what they had. They didn't know how to stabilize what they had. So there was no real shelf life. They couldn't bottle it. They couldn't commercialize it. And so Vertus and Tyler bought this technology from this struggling biotech company. And they brought in some amazing scientists. One of them was Dr. Gary Samuelson, atomic medical physicist, total genius, figured out how to achieve the impossible and stabilize these highly reactive redox signaling molecules. And so ASEA was born. So now we have this, well, actually ASEA is not born yet. So now we have these stabilized redox signaling molecules. Science didn't think it was possible. For 20 years they said it couldn't be done, but we've done it, we've got it. And the goal here was to sell it to the pharmaceutical industry. That was the game plan. That was Vertus and Tyler's game plan from the very, very beginning, was to sell this technology to the pharmaceutical industry. Buy it cheap from a struggling company, fix it up, and sell it at a profit. That was the game plan. But in the process of doing this, they knew the product was non-toxic. They knew it was very, very safe. These are molecules that are native to the body. You're giving your body something that already exists inside your body. It's impossible to be allergic to ASEA. You'd have to be allergic to yourself. Although I've met a couple of people that might be allergic to themselves, but that's another story. So the product's super safe, and they start sharing it with some people. They want to see what's it going to do for people. And they started 40 people drinking the molecules. Those 40 people in 2 months grow to 135 people in 20 different countries. Now think about this. There's no compensation plan here. Nobody's being financially rewarded for, building a network or creating referrals. This product's moving because it's working, because people are feeling the difference. By the way, that's called a clue, okay? You want to bring a product to the marketplace, bring one that moves regardless of a compensation plan. Even without a compensation plan, this product's moving into the marketplace. But anyway, back to the story. So we got 135 people using the product. And out of these 135 people, guys, lives are being changed, often in very dramatic ways. And so when the pharmaceutical company flies into Salt Lake City, says, look, we know what you've done here. We thought it was impossible. You've done it. We want it. We know the power of these molecules, and we're going to write you a check big enough that you don't want to talk to anybody else. With one condition, though. If you want this check, every single person on the product has to come off it. And guys, I want you to really put this in perspective. I want you to really get into the moment here. We're talking 2008, the worst recession since the Great Depression. We're talking about Vertus Norton is 69 years of age. You know, he should be hanging up his business shoes and putting on his golf shoes. And we're talking about a product made from salt water in Salt Lake City with molecules nobody's ever heard of. And it tastes a little bit like pool water, okay? I think it would be a pretty easy bet to take the money and run. Okay? But you've got this group of people, a small group of people, and their lives are being changed with the technology. What would you do? Seriously, what would you do? And I think it's a really important question to ponder because it'll give you an insight into who ASEA is. These men decided that this small handful of people were more important than the payout. And they said no to the payout and yes to the people, yes to principles, and yes to a sense of purpose. And they made a decision then that the world deserved to know about this technology. And they chose network marketing as the vehicle for this technology. And by the way, there's another really interesting point to this story. There's many interesting points here. Most network marketing companies start going, hey, let's make some money in network marketing. What shall we market? ASEA came along, here's this huge product, this massive breakthrough that's changing people's lives. And you go, how do we best get this product to the marketplace? The product chose the business model, not the other way around. It's another very unique feature of the ASEA story. Again, most companies, the business model goes, okay, what product are we going to bring to the marketplace? With ASEA, the product came first, and we go, how do we bring this product to the marketplace? And network marketing was the clear answer. And so, you know, that's the story behind ASEA. That's the Genesis story. And there's so many important takeaways. But the one I really want to drive home here is this is a company that puts people first, principles first, and a sense of purpose. And I'll tell you, it's been my absolute honor and privilege to work with ASEA at a very close level for over 11 years now. I've served on the advisory council. I've even served as chairman of the advisory council. I've worked so closely with Vertus and Tyler and Chuck and Jerem Webb, the president, and all of the top executives. And this is a company that genuinely cares about people. They put people first. In those 11 years, they have kept their word, they've kept their promises. And I'll tell you why this is really important to me. In an industry where we too often see money and the greed for money getting the better of people. I've seen in network marketing companies close their doors. They need a distributor force, for example, to start the business, to get the word out about a product. And then when things maybe get a little tricky, they say, hey, you know what, we don't need you anymore. We're just going to go direct sales online. But thank you very much, but no thank you. We don't need your services anymore. We're not going to pay you commissions anymore. And you see, I don't have that fear. I've never had that fear in ASEA, because if it was about the money, the company would have taken the money. But it's never been about the money. It's been about people. It's been about changing lives. And getting this product out through network marketing is the perfect way to change lives, physically with the product and financially with the business opportunity. So because this company has put people first from the very beginning, even before it became a network marketing opportunity, do you see how it gives me so much confidence in our future? I sleep very well at night, not afraid that the company's going to pull the rug from underneath me. And you know, if you're new to network marketing, you might be thinking, what's he talking about, pulling the rug from under? Guys, let me just tell you, there's a lot of greedy companies out there. There's a lot of dishonesty out there. There's a lot of companies that don't have a bedrock of principles. There's a lot of companies, let me say it like this, there's a lot of companies that love money and are willing to use people to get that money. And I think the way I look at ASEA is, here's a company that loves people and will use money to better people's lives. Look, I don't want to pretend they're perfect. I'm not saying ASEA is absolutely perfect. I'm not saying haven't made any mistakes along the way, but intentions have always been 100% pure and have always had the associate and the customer's best interests at heart. And that's a company I wanted to do business with. And this is why, guys, I wear the ASEA shirt. I don't know if you can see it down here. You know, every t-shirt I own, I think, says ASEA. Because it's not just what ASEA is. It's not just the technology. It's also who ASEA is. I am so proud to represent both the product and the company, and therefore the opportunity. So, hey, thank you for taking a little bit of time to listen to me here. I really do appreciate it. I want to wish you all the success that you believe you deserve in the network marketing industry. And look, on the next video, I'm going to talk about what's next. I'm going to talk about the compensation plan. So stay tuned for that next video, the comp plan on how to evaluate a network marketing business opportunity. So thank you for your time and attention. Alan Noble here, and bye for now.